Hey guys, what's up? Let me. The reason I am going live today is I want to discuss nice guys. And they say that nice guys finish last. And I was like, you know what? They absolutely do. But I had to do some research. Let me tell you how it started. I was on the phone with my friend, and he's like, you don't like nice guys. And I'm like, yes, I do. Everybody likes a nice guy. And he's like, no, you don't. Because if that's the case, why didn't you date X, Y, and Z or something like that? And I had to think about it to the point where it was like, oh, well, because it was somebody that, everybody would always say, yo, that's a nice guy. And they was like, you knew that person liked you. Why didn't you date them? And I was like, I had to do some thinking. And I had to research, like, what even is a nice guy? And come to find out after doing my research, a nice guy ain't even what you think it is. And nice guys do finish last. Because after I read it and I understood what a nice guy is, we gonna talk about it, and this is why they don't get picked. I'm looking for somebody I can call. Looking for the only one I can call my own. Tell me that it's you. What you wanna do. You can be my teacher, I'll do homework. You can give me everything, baby, I will move. What you wanna do. Now it's me and Hey guys, also just know I was supposed to have a guest today, but I didn't check up during the week. I scheduled it, but I didn't make a checkup. So we're going to have to reschedule. So the nice guy situation, I was like, yo, I'm on ChatGPT hard. And I was like, yo, what even is a freaking nice guy? And then it was like, hold on. Oops, let me go to my beginning slide. There's a slideshow. Why women may not be attracted to nice guys. And I don't want to seem rude, but we're going to go into it right now because it's a lack of assertiveness. So they avoid confrontation, they hesitate, and they don't express their feelings and desires, which it's a lack of confidence. And they're so passive that it makes you seem less appealing. TP says it's simple. Hey, Detroit Kings or whatever. Yeah. Hey guys, how are y'all doing? So if you don't tell me how you feel, if you're always hesitating and you're hiding stuff, no, that is not attractive. Hey Shayna, how you doing? Chime in if you want, because I'm like breaking down the nice guy situation and why technically, quote unquote, I don't go for the nice guys. And it's not really, that doesn't mean that they're nice. They just don't speak up for themselves. Perceived predictability. So they're like consistently nice, can sometimes be interpreted as lacking spontaneity. I know I seek excitement. I'm like spontaneous, more like I could be on a date and be like, yo, let's go to Atlantic City and be out in 2 seconds. So that's just my it's not the lack of assertiveness is a lot of it because they're shy. They don't really speak to many women because of the confidence. Desire for challenge. They say certain women maybe join the partners who present a challenge. That can be true, or they need to fix somebody or feel like they need to fix. They say nice guys appearing already well-adjusted may not fulfill this desire. I don't have much of, well, we gonna, you know what? Yeah, we gonna skip that. Challenge sometimes. He can be nice, just not passive. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The people think that nice guys, when people say the definition of a nice guy, it's usually because they're shy and they don't talk to most people. So they get the title, oh, he's a nice guy. It's usually because they're quiet, really. They're saying sometimes they could be their behavior, nice behavior, always nice, may seem like a facade. It may seem fake. And then they also saying biological features. Some theories suggest that, we attract to certain people based on like, muscles and strength and stuff like that. And, because a lot of times, remember back in the day, they used to be like, nice is like geeky. Again, they're not out there. They're not persuasive. Because I'm thinking about Urkel now, and I'm like, Urkel, boy, did he'd say how much he liked Laura. But I'm like looking at his build and everything, like a slender, geeky build or whatever. Many women do not seek the appreciate. So the fake perception is that women don't appreciate kindness and reliability in their partners. The key balance is kindness. It exists with confidence. And they saying that makes women wet to their drawers. If you have confidence, respect, and kind, which is true. Now, I also did research. I was like, well, how can a nice guy win? And I like the answers because the answers, it seemed to go, because I was like, oh yeah, I definitely, yes, I do that. I go for that. I like that. That is what I like. So how can a nice guy win without changing who they are? So it was like, stop seeking approval. Yes, I don't like people that try to fit in or look to others for approval. And it's like they're saying being kind is cool. But don't be kind because you're trying to get something out of somebody. Be kind because that's who you are. And I was like, oh, yeah, because that's how it is. And it's like, set boundaries. That is so true, because sometimes we'll test people, and and I'm good for it. I'll put somebody in a friend zone real quick. And the guys that are assertive, they'll be like, I'm not trying to be a friend. I'm trying to date you. And while it takes me a second, I actually like that. Because it's like every time you try to put them in the friend category, they're like, no, I'm not your friend. I would like to date you. And eventually I probably would give them a shot, because it's like, I know better. I'm like, he's not my friend. And he's like, if you want to be around me, it's because I want to date you. Other than that, I'm out. I got friends. I don't need more friends. So that has happened to me. So they're saying that even though there's a nice way to do it, I care about you, but that just doesn't work for me. And it shows self-respect. I love when a man has respect for themselves. So they're saying, like, also you could building confidence. It doesn't mean that you loud. You can be grounded. They said, like, hit the gym, learn a skill. Yeah, because guys that got skills like fixing stuff, they are so sexy. God, they're sexy. Speak up in small situations. Yeah, people that don't speak up for themselves. I speak up for myself all the time. Like, if somebody cuts in front of me in a line, excuse me, hi, how are you? Yeah, I was standing there. You see this? This is a line. Thank you. So, and it's not confrontational, but you're not going to disrespect me. So if I see somebody that sits there and take it, what am I supposed to do? I'm a woman at the end of the day, so I'm not trying to. What I'm saying is, I'm a woman at the end of the day. So if I could speak up for myself, I expect that the guy could speak up for themselves. So anyway, they're saying that you build it by speaking up just for yourself in small situations. And they're saying be direct and not passive. Say what you want clearly. Like, that's why I said, when they're like, when you know somebody like you, but they don't speak on it, it's like, oh, all right. Oh, okay. But when they like, hey, I would love to take you out, and I would like to take you out, and they set a date. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. Let's see what Sweet Daddy Got You says. Nice guys sometimes don't have physical items, clothing, or even physical appearances. Yeah, but see, back in the day in the schools, there was dudes that used to get a lot of women, and they didn't have all of that stuff, but they used to make them laugh. They had a lot of confidence. There's certain things that you don't have to have money. And y'all telling me y'all never seen a broke guy with women that be fawning all over them? I'll wait, because I know that that's not true. I mean, I know that's true. Suburbia says, if you want to feel validated and respected by a woman, find yourself a good 6 and stop going for the 10s. If you want to feel validated and respected, it's not it. They just, the thing is, they don't want to speak to women. They're shy. Shayna MD says, are you trying to give a nice guy some tips? Of course. No, I'm just saying, if I'm gonna say something, I want to, because I started doing research and I'm like, well, what would make a nice guy attractive then? Is it possible? Like, what do you do? And all that stuff. I was like genuinely curious. These are standards set by who? No, I'm reading them. And I'm like, that is true. That's what draws me. Like, I'm literally reading this mess. And I'm like, the men that I have been drawn to is because they are assertive. They do take control. They do have boundaries. And I'm like, I love that kind of stuff. I'm not gonna lie. TP says Jamaican older women go for the nice guys. Yeah, them Jamaican older women are aggressive as hell, though. Women say but nice guys, but that's what I'm finding out. It's not that they're nice, really. It's that they are passive and not assertive. So it's like they don't say what they really want, and they just let things happen. Women say they want a dominant man until they start getting dominated. I know what I like, and I like somebody that speaks up. I know for a fact. If you don't, then it's not gonna happen. TP says, get a 65-year-old Jamaican woman. You don't have to be assertive. Women don't like pushovers. Be nice with a backbone. That's what I'm saying. But but then they say that that's not a nice guy if you got a backbone. Because think about it. The guys that they be like, oh, they're a nice guy. They don't speak up for themselves. They said have standards. You're not just out here trying to get picked. Yo, the sexiest thing about a man is when they not out here for everybody. And they be like, I'm not for everybody. And they can pass up on women, and they do it all the time, and it's nothing. And they're like, yo, I like certain things. Y'all know that's attractive. I've had men that sit there. You know which men I love? Not to date or whatever. I respect the men that don't put themselves in situations. I know guys that do that. They be married, and it's like, if you're talking about something, it could be something simple. They will take themselves so quick out of that equation. They be like, yeah, have a good day. I'm going home or whatever. And I like that. It's because it's like they have their person and they not trying to get caught up, and goodbye. They not out here for everybody. That is the most attractive thing ever. It's discipline, really. There was nothing's wrong with being dependable. But that's the thing. I personally, yes, Shane is correct. I personally do not like pushovers. Sweet Daddy Got You said, actually, I'll go any other country and meet wonderful women that don't look for these so-called standards. What? That doesn't like assertive men? Like men that have a backbone? I don't understand what's wrong with somebody knowing what they want and they're being kind, but they're not going to let you step over them. And I'm pretty sure, do you let people step over you? I'm pretty sure you don't. So when they're saying choose, it's like, does she match my energy, my vibe, my goals, my values? If not, bye. We like that. We like selective people because the thing is, I don't want to be with somebody that they feel like they can't get any better, and that's why, or whatever. Everybody want to be chose, right? Shayna said, "Passport bros, of course, will find someone with no standards." Thank you, Shayna. Yo, hold on. Thank you, Shayna. Thank you, Passport bro, sweet daddy. Why would you want to step over your side of that if that's your guy? Why would you want to step over your side if that's your guy? Why would you want? No, but somebody like if you're like if that's not even your guy in the beginning. I'm saying if everybody steps over that person or the person doesn't speak up for themselves, why? As a woman, I'm sure you probably would want somebody to speak up for themselves. That's my preference. TP says most women want a father figure if they didn't have one. Because that's what I usually say. I'd be like, I already had a daddy. I'm not trying to get another daddy. And men with mothers, someone that will put you in their line, but will love you. Okay. He said, and men with mothers, someone that will put you in line, but will love you forever. No man is a pushover. I seen Urkel step up for their family. I only push over onto though. What does that mean? Push over onto though. Oh, I only seen pushovers on TV. It's not, it's okay. So when I say pushover, it's like not setting boundaries. Like I've been out with people and it's like, that's what I said. I'll friend zone somebody really quick. And if they let me, they'll be in friend zone. But like the ones that be like, no, I am not trying, like, and they make their intentions known. I am not trying to be a friend. I would like to date you. You don't put them in the friend zone. What's wrong with that? I'm curious. It's like, oh, okay, this is not what it is. I don't see why is that so hard. Why I don't understand why y'all sitting here fighting that. Shayna said there's plenty of pushovers walking around, but there's someone for everyone. Of course, there's someone for everyone, but it's just saying that this is why this is what they label a nice guy. And I'm like, okay, so it doesn't really mean that you're a nice guy. It's just saying that you're not speaking up for yourself based on the whole definition and stuff like that. And I think that's what categorized. Usually they're probably shyer. They don't they're unsure of themselves. D-Man RC says 100. I don't know which comment he was saying 100 to. I guess it's probably to shame us. Okay, so it says your own desire. They said it's okay to show attraction respectfully, confidentially. Don't suppress your romantic sexual interest. Just don't be creepy and balance it. Yeah, like some people be like, I think you're very beautiful and I'm very attracted to you. I like that. That's well, thank you. No, no. You see what I mean? No. Is pushover the same as compromising? You gotta be able to compromise. No, I didn't say that. Pushover. You want me to give you the exact definition of pushover? See, because that's what it is. Y'all twisting words over here. It's by you minimizing what you want. What's the definition of a pushover? Let me get the exact definition.
easy to overcome or influence.
A person that's easy to influence. That's what the word pushover means. Compromising is a tactical skill. You got to compromise with your partner. I would never date nobody that can't compromise. That's crazy. That's bullheaded. American women look for a fairy tale style man who to give them this fairy tale life. What about tonight did I say is fairy tale? Just give me what is so hard about what I said, because y'all killing me right now. What did I say that was so hard? Anyway, they said this is a game changer. When a man is genuinely kind and has a strong sense of self, that's top tier. That's not just a nice guy, that's a solid man. And we all love that. So it's kind and a sense of self. That's amazing. That is an amazing man. Is that too hard? Sweet daddy got you. Is that too hard? Wow. TP said, oh, that's every group thinker then. Yeah, I mean, come on. You got to be able to compromise. Are you kidding me? I would like compromise. Shayna said, it's okay, Amina. Just let him be passport bro in peace. Yeah, be a passport. Go across the country. Most women want leaders. You can't be a leader and let someone walk all over you. God, girl. Why is she on point? See, this is why me and Shayna are so cool. We want kind men, but not passive men who can't speak up. Thank you. Do I seem like I'll be holding my tongue? Nothing is hard. People are attracted to what is favored in their social norms. I know Indian men that are soft as cotton in my eyes, but they are accepted in their culture. Yes. So my thing is, I'm trying to figure out what I said because I would like a man that's assertive. So like, I'm trying to figure out, y'all killing me right now. Sorry for your loss. Lack of assertiveness. So, and it says, they just because they want to avoid any confrontation, they don't express their true feelings, desire, which also is perceived as a lack of confidence. What's wrong with that? Predictability, I'm okay with. Like, I don't care if somebody's like predictable, but I do like to do new stuff. But okay, so I guess that's like older men. And I like to say my Taurus are predictable. They do the same old, same old, same old, same old. They come home, sit down, they want their feet rubbed. They might watch a show and then they go to sleep. And it's like day in, day out, day in, day out, day in, day out. You want to go out? No. And I'm sorry if I said anything but usually Taurus are very predictable. And I know Taurus so well is because that's the sign that I usually I'm in long-term relationships with Tauruses. It's the Virgos yin and yang, Taurus. Well, I know for a female. So they're like earthy, but they're predictable. Like, I don't mind rubbing feet and all of that stuff while he's watching TV. Like, you see what I mean? I don't mind rubbing feet. I don't mind massaging. I don't mind cooking and cleaning. I don't mind making sure he's happy and relaxed. So can I just have him assertive, please? I like to feel safe. I like to feel protected. I like to know somebody's knocking on that door. I got somebody safe up in this house. The challenge thing, I ain't too keen on the challenge because one time, I'll never forget this. Be careful what you ask for. One time I asked God, I was like, oh, I need some excitement in my life. Forget the challenge. Y'all can have it. Yeah, I kind of try to stay away from challenges. Anybody that's too challenging, yeah. That was a roller coaster. That was horrible. My life was turned upside down, and emotional was I. So yeah, they could keep the challenges. He said, "Look at this lady who's married a strong man serving a life sentence, went to give him some in jail and got killed." Nobody's asking for crazy, guy. Because I said the word assertive, yo. Somebody is sensitive as shit tonight. Shayna said, "I don't like feet. I have feet phobia." Well, that's fine. I'm just saying, I don't mind it. Aw, TP said, I get 50 points. Thank you. But I do like a man that's in shape, like, you know, strong. Um, and I love kindness. I like kindness. I love reliability. I love honesty. And I love communication. I like to be able to talk to somebody. If something bothers me, I'm gonna let you know. And if I didn't know, I will apologize. And I will try not to do it again. And if I catch myself doing it again, I will stop myself right then and there. And I'll be like, oh, I'm sorry. But that's working with somebody. So I fucking said like 2, 3 little things. And Sweet Daddy Got You is all over the place. Oh my God, that's why people want to fuck women all over the country. Go ahead, dude. Because you can't be assertive. Do you know what assertive is? We're going to do a definition of assertive. What can't Sweet Daddy be? Definition of assertiveness.
Here's the definition of assertiveness: confident and forceful behavior.
Confident and forceful. Like, not forceful meaning not what y'all think, but like people that like assertiveness. I'm trying to think of an example. You know what? Let me get an example. Give me an example of assertiveness. Okay. So, an example of assertiveness. This is a cute example. When someone, after being asked to do extra work, calmly and respectfully states, "I appreciate you thinking of me, but I'm currently at capacity and unable to take on additional tasks at this time," while maintaining a respectful tone and eye contact. Yo, so Sweet Daddy Got You. You can't be assertive. That's the definition of assertive. Like when somebody tries to put more than you can bear on you, you can respectfully look them in the eye and tell them no. But respectfully, I'm sorry, I'm unable to do that right now. I'm just saying. I know guys that be like, "Listen, sweetheart." As soon as you listen, sweetheart, that's not happening. Okay. That's it. Okay. Thank you. Shayna said a man can nicely speak to you and take the lead in a relationship. Exactly. So as I'm like, yo, is that too hard to ask for? Y'all killing me for real. So y'all really like this is, or do y'all just want to argue? Shayna, thank you. A man can bring y'all flowers, be a gentleman, open doors, stand up for his lady, and you still won't pick him because your girlfriend don't like him. Y'all passed up so many good men, so many good guys in life. First of all, oh, he's definitely trolling this little. Oh, I didn't even know what I picked. I just wanted to pick a button. um, First of all, I love when a man brings me flowers. I think it's the sweetest thing in the world. It actually softens me up to get little gifts. Open doors, I think it's very respectful. And stand up for his lady, that makes me what? Um, Now the friend situation, I don't ask my friends, what do you think? Matter of fact, I only have two good female friends. And we speak when we speak, but we're not picking out each other's men. Why? But one, I'm not sleeping with them men. So whatever they like, they like. I don't look. So that's that. There we go, sweetie. I don't look for validation. I don't need it. I'm not looking for no girls to validate what I like. I like what I like, and that's it. So now you're making stuff up because this had said nothing about that. I've never had a girl told me not to date a guy. I have never. My friends will never pick my men. Never actually. And I will never tell him, oh, I don't like him. Only if like he did some messed up stuff and she crying on the phone to me all the time. That's different. But just like I don't like, I'm not freaking him. That's your type. That's your you like what you like. I dare someone tell me they don't like my guy. Well, good thing you're not fucking him. That's what I would say. Just like when people say that they don't like me. Well, I ain't fucking you. I don't know what else to tell you. Or because I live for your thoughts. TP says confidence is key in life, but men are not perfect neither. No. If we can't be vulnerable with our woman, we are pillow talking with her best friend. I okay. See, I'm talking about in general when you to get a female, you can start off with confidence. But yeah, of course, like everybody got issues. I've had like pillow talking is amazing to me. It makes me vulnerable. Um, I love pillow talk. I like bonding and growing and all that stuff. It's sexy. No, and it doesn't mean that a man can't be vulnerable. Are you kidding me? A man should be vulnerable, and especially with his woman. I love that. So I don't know what y'all talking about. And sometimes, yeah, it's just confidence, like outside the way you do stuff, mannerisms. They're not for everybody, but as far as like stuff inside between you and them, it's between you and them, and it should stay that way. The projection is loud. I know. I know. I'm like, yo, I ain't even say half this stuff. Like, what you pulling in the damn sky? Sweet Daddy's a freaking troll right now. And y'all still can't figure out what a good guy looks like. I could figure out what a good guy looks like. Matter of fact, since you want to do everybody's guy is different and what's good for them. They might like go through trials and tribulations, but what is a good guy to me? I told you, loyalty, honesty, trust, respectable, assertiveness. He got to be smart, like street smart, book smart. Well, when we say book smart, like, what do you mean by book smart? I just don't like it's like a certain skill. Like when how somebody's lying to you and you looking them in their face and you're like, nah, like I need somebody to have that kind of skill. Like not naivety. I don't like naivety. Because then everybody will pull a wool over you. And then it's like I'm gonna be correcting stuff my whole time. Yo, projection is freaking real. If you're in a workplace and all the women are hoes, what the fuck? What? So every woman in your workplace has been a hoe? Sweet Daddy got you? You mean you ain't never see somebody that wasn't a hoe? Now I need to know. So Shayna says someone got hurt in high school and is projecting. I think this dude is trolling at this point. Women in workplace will joke on a guy and sets a standards most women won't deal with him simply because other women joke on him. Doesn't matter what standards he holds on personality level. See, I don't go for people that joke on. First of all, I don't like people. First of all, fuck it, we'll talk about it. In elementary. I used to get laughed at in elementary a lot. This is why I got tough skin though. This is why I could do the internet. Teflon Dawn skin. Cause I had it growing up. It's like it's nothing you could tell me that I ain't never heard before. And this is before the internet was so goddamn sensitive. So I actually don't like when people joke on other people. It makes me uncomfortable. So no, I'm not with that. I could definitely tell you I'm not because somebody joke. I don't like people that joke on other people. It really does make me uncomfortable because I'll be looking them sideways. I know. I feel like I was gonna be on that Ricky Lake episode. You joked with me when I was young, but look at me now. I'm dead serious though. Hey, what's good to Marcus? How you doing? Oh, I was gonna say. So, all right. I dated a soft guy before. Soft guy. Nice guy or whatever. Some guy, it was twice. I did it twice in my life. Once I was about 24, I think. I just had my daughter and I was like, so he was he was assertive. I ain't gonna lie. He was like, listen, I don't got all day to be dating and stuff like that. I really like you and I want to get in a relationship with you, but I'm not gonna wait around. So TikTok, you have until a couple of days. Either you want to date me or you don't. Me knowing that he was a good guy, we done talked, we done bonded, but it was something there and I wasn't attracted to him. However, I said, you know what? I can grow to love this man. So I dated him. Every time he would go to touch me, I would have a reflex, like pretty much, get off of me. Didn't want to I didn't want to be hugged. Um, I didn't want to be intimate all the time. I was like, oh, I just don't like sex like that. And this went on for 9 months, a year and a half. We used to be like, I thought that because my mother didn't give me hugs and stuff, I was like, I don't like to be held. I don't like none of that stuff. One day I was out and I was attracted to this guy. And then I realized my feminine faculties actually work. And I just don't like this guy. You can't grow to love somebody if you don't originally have any type of attraction for them or any kind of in the beginning. It doesn't happen. So I ended up breaking up with him. And it was very hard to break up with him. I mean, this guy was like, why don't you want me? Why don't you love me? And he would like just show up and he would like, and it was sad because he got really close to my daughter too. And we would go everywhere together. And he was like, he was willing to, even though I wasn't intimate with him and I didn't like him that much, he was still willing to stay with me. And it was not fair to him. And it wasn't fair to me. That's not fair to me. And I one day realized that if I actually do like a person or am really attracted to a person and like the person, I do want to be held. That's where my femininity comes from. And I love my femininity and I wouldn't trade it to suppress it to be with somebody that doesn't do it for me. So for people to call each other names and, oh, it's because of this and that, it's either you got chemistry with somebody or you don't. And there's nothing wrong. And if you don't, it doesn't make you a bad person. Shayna MD says, what grown woman would allow someone else's opinion have that much influence on who they're dating? Let's be real. Exactly. Like What? But that's what I'm saying. Y'all gotta watch who y'all choose too. TP says, I'm just joking. As long as the woman is honest and loyal, I got her. I got her. Thank you, TP. You reasonable. Sweet daddy on some mess. Shayna says they clown Russell Wilson for being a good guy. He's the ideal family man from what we can see. Yeah, all them celebrity relationships though. I don't like all that Instagram love. I told you, I think it's fake because not fake. It could be real. But I know people that post all this stuff and then you see them in person or you hear them talk when they're not around their spouse and you be like, what the hell? Why do good guys finish last with you? See, you got to rewind it. I can't go back over all of this mess, DeMarcus. You showing up late to the party. Okay, here we go with some Bible stuff. Samsung and Delilah is the story of pillow talk gone wrong. As a man, you should keep your secret to yourself. Suburbia, I know you need a therapist. Suburbia, you keep all that mess inside. You gotta release it. Like you can trust some people. He trusts the wrong person. TP said, dang, if you don't like me, just say that, wasting our time. I was getting to know him. And then it was like, maybe our friends on him. Shayna said, I grew to like someone I didn't like initially. It was a mistake. Now, there was somebody that I did grow to like, but I genuinely grew to like him. So it wasn't no pressure. The other guy was like, you like in a relationship with me now. But I did have a guy that I ended up growing to like. And, you know, I ended up loving him. That didn't work either, but song to all people that are happily married in arranged marriages. Sweet Daddy got you. Are you married? Sing that song to all people that are happily married in arranged marriages. Okay, just because a marriage is arranged doesn't mean that you're gonna hate the person. And there are arranged marriages where the stuff sucks. We not gonna act like that's not true. Amina, could you like a guy with different political views than you? Of course I can. Of course I can. I could love a guy that doesn't agree with everything I say. He better not agree with somebody I said everything I say. You know why? Because we're two different people. And that's the beauty of being with somebody else. They're not going to be like you. If Future wanted to you know what? TP said if Future wanted to spin the block on Sierra, Sierra would do it. Dude, I'm not even going to say I don't believe you because she was with it before. Something about Future she liked. Suburbia Jones, I think y'all like it. I love it. Suburbia effect. Suburbia Jones effect. Y'all want me to? No, we talking, right? I think Sierra did go for the nice guy. I think that she went for the nice guy, but he's wealthy. I don't know. That's why I say I don't judge celebrity relationships. I don't know if she really in love. I could take pictures with somebody. I don't know. That whole Facebook, Instagram picture thing is all fake to me. They used to say nice guys finish last. Now they don't even finish. Damn. Did they ever finish though? Well, maybe back in the day they did. But this culture is crazy. Shayna said, yeah, that's why I put parentheses around from what we could see. Because at the end of the day, we don't know all the detail of anyone's relationships. That's facts. Before marriage, I had a work wife, and that relationship was amazing. Shout out to your work wives. I hope your work wife is not around, DeMarcus. Look, look at me questioning that. Side note, so I know a girl that's always posting about her marriage and how wonderful it is. Wonderful, 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 wonderful. Right? So the guy goes to work, cheats on her with his coworker, taking vacations. She's taking vacations while she's thinking he's at work, and he's taking it with his coworker. And one day he got caught. And she found out. And you know what his response is? Because he was dicking down his coworker so much, so good, so often. He was like, I'm confused. I don't even know who to choose. But she said, I ain't letting that dude go. He got a good job. He's a good man, Savannah. And I still see a post. I love my husband. But this dude said he wasn't sure who to choose. But she was like, well, I ain't divorcing you. But my thing is, the man got to go to work every day. Guess who's at work? How do you feel when your man go to work every day? Happy hunting. You're not supposed. And she posts about her husband all the time, but she don't even show pictures of him. So I don't even know if he be actually there. You're not supposed to actually date your work wife, DeMarcus. You're not. It's about. You're really not, DeMarcus. You're really not. Your work wife is actually supposed to be like, it's something people say, like, yeah, always partner together, or like, if you forget your lunch, you have her lunch and stuff like that. You're really not supposed to sleep with them. Shayna at MacD says, I ain't popping out all them babies for someone I ain't in love with. Oh, Sierra, look, he's funding her whole life. TP said, and many women go for the nice and settle down. Sierra had Future, 50 Cent, Bow Wow. Nothing nice about them ninjas. That's why I side that. That's why I was side eyeing. That's why I was side eyeing TP, because your option, your choices don't change overnight. Your preference don't just change overnight. She do have a certain type, and it is assertiveness. It is. That's why I just like, oh no. She definitely has a type. Mm. Shout out to all the cleanup women that know what a real man is. He's definitely trolling me. Cleanup woman, so one that likes to slurp up behind the married man. So after he comes from sleeping with his wife, she's slurping him up. Oh, cool. Shout out to her. If y'all like it, I love it. Know your place. Clean that shit up. Al 9. DeMarcus said, nice guys don't always finish last. Sometimes make that best side dude. Oh, sometimes they make the best side dude. Is nice guys the side dude? Is nice guys the side dude? Hmm. Maybe you know more than I do. Shayna says, sounds like she was just in love with the idea of being married. Meanwhile, the husband checked out. She she was happy. She's happy with the idea of having a happy life and the family and the kids inside the house and stuff like that. But she always posted, "Oh, I love my husband. I love my husband. I love my husband." And I'm like, I spoke to you. This girl delusional. Like the delusion is real. Ask Shayna, we didn't date. However, we bonded very well. Why you ain't marry her, DeMarcus? Why you ain't marry your work wife? You got the same job. Y'all understand each other. You could have just added that in there. She had a baby and grew up, made a wiser choice. Russell looks like a lot different now that he's with her. Yeah, she cleaned him up. Um, like I said, if you got to type, you got to type. She went safer. I think she went safer. Yeah, but her type was definitely unavailable men. They're therapists for that though. Um, no, seriously, because some people we do that. Sometimes we gravitate to people that are unavailable because we technically don't want it, or then if it's really good, sabotage. So if I find myself doing that, or when people find themselves doing that, it's always good to get an outlook. And that's why a lot of times I check myself. I'd be like, hold on, why am I pushing this person away? Um, is this the right reason? XYZ, I go down the list. TP says, I'm a proud side dude. Call me when your man not giving you affection. Do you have a main girlfriend, TP? I'm curious now. Or you just sides? Sweet Daddy Got You said, question, how long have y'all women been looking for these nice guys? Now, I ain't been looking. But this summer, I'm going to start. And it's not hard to get a man if I make myself available. I got people hitting me up. I got options. It's just that I was busy. I was busy getting myself together first. That's it. I want to get myself in a situation. See, my thing is, I like to be in certain situations because, yeah, I don't like to just be able to accept everything, anything all the time. You know what I mean? So I come to the table with stuff. And if I don't like something, I can leave. DeMarcus Van said, sometimes it's cool to be the shoulder to cry on to get the drawers as a nice guy. Yo, DeMarcus, you are in rare form lately. Sierra TP says Sierra was a military brat too. She been tough. She been around tough guys her whole life. You see, I'm just letting you talk, TP, because I agree with everything you're saying. Shayna says, DeMarcus, that's not nice. It's malicious. TP said he's single. So he's just a single guy that just like to smash women on the side. He likes to be the side dude. Do you ever want to get in a relationship, TP, or you just want to be a side dude for the rest of your life? I mean, because dudes do get older, and I would assume you want somebody to be there for you. Sweet Daddy Got You says, have you ever been fooled in the past to think someone was a nice guy and really wasn't? Of course, everybody gets fooled. If somebody says that they've never been fooled, then they're a freaking lie. Who doesn't? You have to. That's how you grow. I am too smart for my own good. And why? Because I've been through some mess and I've been hurt and I've been through some mess. Sometimes I'll be like, oh, wait, oh, that gift of gab, I got to go right through it. But that's a lot of hurt. I don't recommend it for nobody. When they say you be wise, being wise comes with a lot of experience. Oh, and how about I used to be not assertive also back in the day. Oh my God. So passive, letting stuff slide, frog throat, I guess you would call it, and stuff like that. And you know what? One time, so I was doing my like self-healing journey, right? And in it, it was like you got to go back to the first love, the first person that ever hurt you and stuff like that. So I went back to my first love and I called them. And I was like, yo, what's up? I was like, yo, you hurt me really bad in high school. I was like, what was that about? And he was like, I'm gonna be honest. And I was like, you knew I was in love with you, but you would sleep with me whenever you wanted to, and then you would leave and you would date other people, but you would never date me. And he was like, honestly, I had daddy issues. And I'm gonna be honest, you let me get away with shit I shouldn't have got away with. You just let me. You and from then on, I was like, oh, that throat chakra. You gotta speak up for yourself. No. Getting a man is easy. Shayna says, getting a man is easy. You want the right man, if that makes sense. Of course, that makes sense. Sweet Daddy got you. It's lacking sense. I'm a TP says I'm an observer like Andre 3000. I drum to my own beats. Many people are naturally followers and group thinkers. My soulmate have to drum to her own beat too. Exactly. Women, DeMarcus says women want nice guys after they've been dogged out by the bad ones. Amina, have you ever had a work husband? No. See, I had work homeboys. Like I wouldn't call nobody my damn work husband. It's so weird to me. But I've seen people that do that. I be thinking that that's like a thin line sometimes when they say work husband. When they be like, "Oh, that's my husband. That's my work husband," and all that stuff. It be thin lines. I be wondering if they had a moment or two or three. They probably did. On the low. At that point, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't understand why y'all just don't marry y'all, like date y'all work person. Shayna McD says, can't be wise if you've never been through anything. There's a lot of old folks who lack life experience. That's crazy work. Whoo! Hold on. Shayna, that is facts. Why she said that? She said men never leave their dummy alone. Oh my God. As long as you stay around, they gonna stay around. Plus, I was married for 2 decades. I'm outside now. Let me see. What other sound effects I got? Okay. Okay, TP. You deserve to be outside then. Ho. DeMarcus said, work wives make the best wing person, especially if they are pretty studs. Your work wife was a stud? Oh, okay. So she was a lesbian. Sweet Daddy got you said, I'm starting to think that some of y'all are some of y'all just sour because the guys y'all really wanted to holler at just didn't want y'all. Who the hell seemed like they sour in this conversation? I just said I love men. Shayna says she just wants to find her match. Are you okay? Do you need your hearing aid, old man? Shout out to DeMarcus. I got a super chat. Thank you, DeMarcus. You didn't put a comment in there? It's curious. I thought he was going to cut it off to say, yo, what do you think about Rock? Thank you, DeMarcus, though, so much. You are always showing love. Shayna said that's not a work wife, DeMarcus. That stud was your work friend. And Shayna's talking about Sweet Daddy Got You, who's just projecting again. Like, who do I seem like I don't like men? I'm curious. Do anybody else other than Sweet Daddy? Do I seem like I don't like men? He's so full of it. He definitely got to be trolling. Shayna, you don't seem like you don't like men. You just said you want your match. We are not saying we are not speaking ill about men. I love men. Men make me feel good. I need something strong, fit, and masculine. And now I'm projecting. That's projecting. Because I almost caught myself. Sweet Daddy Got You said, how many of y'all women in this chat has ever messed with a married man because he was a nice guy? Clean up woman in the making. I never knowingly messed with a married man. If I ever found out somebody was married, no. If I think somebody's married, I will not talk to them. If they and it's a lot of times they don't talk to you on certain times or whatever, I just block their number. They don't even get past another phone call. Like it's a pattern. You just watch. So Marcus says she was bi-curious. Okay, well then she wasn't a lesbian girl, a guy. No. LOL. He's just taking anger out on you. Exactly. Like, come on, guy. I love men. I could never be a lesbian. Not that I don't knock lesbians. I just can't be one. I crave the masculinity of a man. But I'm not for everybody either. I just want one man. TP says nothing like bringing the femininity out of a stud. Oh, I think y'all got y'all got fantasies. DeMarcus, did you try to take that down? TP, did you knock some femininity into a stud? Look. Shayna said, I have never messed with a married man in my entire life. He's projecting. Okay, DeMarcus. Hey, Stephen Harris, how you doing? Oh, TP said he did. He did. He brought out that femininity out of the stud. How cute. How cute. Mm, mm, mm. Yo, I've been live with y'all guys for an hour. I actually enjoy this conversation though, but yeah, I mean, I love respectable men, gentlemen. I guess sweet daddy's not assertive or whatever. He's not. He wants to go to the Passport Bros. He said, "Here, here, studs are amazing challenges, challenging." Oh, y'all like studs. Y'all just like the challenge of turning one out. I bet you. Oh, Detroit King said, "Way to guess that." So what happened was apparently I was supposed to check in throughout the week. I scheduled it, but apparently I was supposed to check in throughout the week and just confirm. But me, I just schedule it and be thinking everybody, schedules it like me. I was wrong. So I got to reschedule with her, and that's fine. I'll pick her one day this week. I'll just talk to her later on, and we'll probably do it like tomorrow or another day, real soon. We'll just jump on at this point. We'll get another topic. Um, Hold on, let me see. As Shayna MC, the work wife can go to the strip clubs with no judgment. Most women I know don't mind going to the strip club, DeMarcus. They got the best wings. I don't mind going to the strip club either. DeMarcus says studs are very unique. Okay. Look. I guess non-stud women are not in today's pick. But I get it. I get the challenge. I get y'all wanna. I get it. I get the challenge. I watch, stuff. um, what was I gonna say? Yeah, caught me off guard. Hold on. Other than that, guys, I don't know because I don't want to drag. I don't want to beat a dead horse. The conversation is definitely really good and amazing. Y'all got to hit that like button. And if y'all new, please subscribe to your girl, Amina. And if y'all got any topics that y'all want to discuss, always hit me up on Instagram. I do it for the gram, son. If anybody else got any comments before I get ready and hit the bed, it's 10:30. I got to go out this weekend. Oh my God. Not to go out, but I just got to celebrate a friend's achievement. I'm so happy for people. Shout out to everybody that is moving up in life or retiring. Yeah, well, I would hit the clap button, but whatever. Anyway, guys, I love you and thank you for watching. Thank you for showing love. And we are out. Take care.
Hey, yo, talk crazy on tweets. They don't want it cause I come to defeat. They don't want it. I peek, these niggas all sweet. Bamboo sticks all in the Jeep. It's a new weirdo every week. Get the work, put it up for my seeds. No care for the IG, just no care. Anything for clout. Anything for clout.